Hey YouTube, it's the Michigan Mayor here, and I only have time to play games a little bit, so I decided to go ahead and play this game called SÆLIG. This game is pretty awesome. Let's jump right in. It takes place in the year 800 in England, but you know where we're going to pretend it's at. So I'm going to go ahead and make my guy, and this guy actually looks pretty cool. Change the color of his beard a little. I like his hat, I like his robe. Let me check. I want to get different boots, the boots with the fur, and I'll give him some different pants, give him some blue jean kind of things. Alright, and the robe, and I hit continue. Michigan Mayor. Normal day length, 1 day per season, 4 seasons pass every 2 years. I'm going to turn my needs off, and I'm going to turn raids on extreme violence, and I'll hit advanced. And I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to kind of make it as hard as I can. It's going to have no immigration control, so immigrants always come in. They can starve. There is storm damage. The NPC buying delay, yes. Spreadable fires, yes. Contagious sicknesses, yes. Market stockpile, yes. Nails for construction, yes. Deadly events, yeah. Increased skills, no. Market tax, yeah. Resources, no. No map resources. No foraging. Upgrade with wood, yes. No merchant camp. No bunkhouse warmth. There is internal fire risk. There is competition penalties. There is a land tax. There is plague. You need arrows. I'm not gonna age, so that way I can watch the town grow. And advanced farming. Yeah, I want that. So additional raiders, I'm gonna add 5. Wild animals, I'll bring down to 15. Rich immigrant wealth, I'm going to put down to 4,000. And procedural common production events, I'll put this 10. And that's it. Okay, continue. Oh yeah, right. So out of these, I'm just going to go through and pick the ones that I want, and I'll tell you why I picked it. It's going to be, I'm mainly going for attack. I want attacking power. So here is entertaining, pock picking. Thought there was one. I'm gonna do this one. A well-loved leader for supervising. All right, now here is skill in battle, melee, and archery. I'll pick that one. Here, shooting a bow. I'll pick that one. Here, I'm going to pick this one so I can make bows, axes, and silver charms. And meat pies, fruits, vegetables, eggs, meat, fitness. I'll do this one for fitness. And here, I'm going to pick this one. Has archery +1 and additional points for relationship, so I'll be a Saxon. Let me look at the other ones. Yeah, so that's the only one. I could be a Dane. I could be a Viking. I boost to melee. Charms will last longer. Or archery. I'll do this one. I'll be the Viking. Your story is set. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna pick an empty map, and I gotta find the one that I'm looking for. That one's coming soon. 2 settlements, 1 settlement. I think I'm gonna do this new map. They have a new map that they just released, and I think this is the right one. Yeah, it looks like it. And I'm gonna start as an empty map. It is basically just a city wall with a bunch of land plots in it that we can watch grow and develop. Alright, so here I am in the woods. So I'm going to hit pause. So if I hit tab and zoom out, I see the map. And I'm out in the middle of nowhere here. So I can come over here to the town, right? And I can come down, and it's pretty dark. Wonder if I can change that. Let's see here. And what's this? Nope. Nope. I don't think so. That's fine. So here, I'm going to go ahead and buy a large plot right in the center. I'll come in here and look at it. I am going to hit play. Maybe I can get the sun to come up, and I'll double click the center of town so I can get my guy to run over here. So it looks like the center of town, you come in these doors here, and the center of town is right here. So that's going to be my market. Behind the market here, I'm going to make the town hall. And it didn't work. Huh. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. Let's see. Bunkhouse. No, I got to build the bunkhouse. It's going to cost 5 wood. Oh, so maybe there was an update. The bunkhouse came up by itself originally. Yeah, so there was an update, so now you have to build the bunkhouse. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's speed this sucker up so I can get my character over here. So now once I get here, I'm going to have to go and chop down some trees. So I'm going to build a bunkhouse, and then I'm going to build a market, and then I'm going to build a house for myself. And I'll upgrade the house in order to allow me to build nails, wooden nails. Because you need wood and nails to build all these different buildings in here. If you double click your portrait, you can find your guy. And if you hit R, he'll run. Whoops. Yeah. I don't know if I can, like, follow him. I've kind of played this sometimes in the past, but I haven't played it very recently. And it does update a lot. This game gets a lot of updates, and that's a good thing because the developer is always active. And you can always see him on Steam. He's always inside of his own game, working on it. So there I am chopping wood, and it looks like I can't hold any more wood. So I'm going to go over here to the middle where I bought my property. And I'll put 5 wood. Whoops, that's not right. I click the signpost. Right, because I bought the property behind there. I bought the second property. That's going to be the market. This is the houses. Yeah, so I click building development. Nope. Click my character. Yeah, there we go. I'll put 5 wood into the large plot. Then I'll click the large plot. Click building development. Bunkhouse. Yes. And while the bunkhouse is being built, I can first of all check this dog out. It's like getting choppy when I do that. Yeah, there's a dog. That's cool. There's some pigs over there. Looks like there's some horses and a cat. Let's see what else. Okay, so here's first person view. When I press F, you can go into first person view. But it's weird because it kind of like snaps around back. So I don't like it. Anyway, so now we got the bunkhouse. So now people can move in here. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to chop some wood. And I'll speed it up. And looks like I start with an axe. Yeah, and a leather pack. Yeah, my backpack's full of nails. So I might have enough wood to actually build the market. I gotta check. I didn't even look. So I'll come here, click on the sign. See, this is a good reason why you turn off your food and sleep in daytime if you want to actually build the city. Because now you I'd be dead by now. But if you want to play the game inside of a town and like role play as the guy, that's cool too. And I might do that later, but I gotta focus on this, building this town. So I'm gonna buy this plot of land here. I'm gonna hit claim, and then building developments. I'll take a look and see what the market is gonna cost. It's gonna cost 10 wood, and I have 10 wood. So I'll take all my wood, dump it into the large plot, and I'm gonna build my market. So the market is going to cause the first people to move in here because they're going to they work at the market. So the vendor is going to come here and they're going to live inside the bunkhouse and they're going to save up some money and then they'll either build a house or buy a house or whatever. So now I need to think about where I'm going to live. Is there any small ones? They're all large, it looks like. Here's some small ones along the outside. Yeah, they do look different. So the ones that are large, it's like a field with trees, and the one that is small is this stick, is just like branch in front of it. So all these are small ones. But I want one near the middle of town. So I'm going to buy this large plot right here. Let me see what a hut costs. A hut costs 10 nails and 5 wood. And I have 10 nails and 5 wood. Let me think, what else might I need? Bunkhouse, market, large plot. What would a house is going to cost 18 nails. And I have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I could build a house. I'm going to do that. I'm going to build a house right here. Yeah. Let's see. So, Gotta transfer the resources to the plot. And I'm standing next to the plot. Oh, I didn't buy it yet. Okay, I gotta buy it. Click the plot. Oh yeah, I don't have any wood. So I gotta come over here and chop some trees down. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, as you can see. I did get thrown off by having to build this, I think, for 5 wood. And I'm just gonna let my guy sit here and chop some wood, you know, for a while. It takes him a long time. He's got no skills. Let me see what his wood cutting skills are. Let's see. Wood. Whoops. It like shut off. Right here. Wood cutting. Level 2. Yeah, so while he's sitting here chopping, we can look at the building developments. So here on this large plot, we can build an ale house, a bakehouse for bread. There's a butcher that you can get carcasses into meat. You can have a field to grow different types of crops like fruit and wheat, and all these things that you can build are all here. They all produce goods that go to this market. And now the market's empty because there's nothing in here. I can't see the stockpile because I need to be level 35. So there's a stockpile you can see what's in the market. So it looks like our first guy moved in, and he's a monk. And now monks kind of hang out, but they don't really live here. Like he'll come and stay here and live outside for a while, and then he'll leave, and a new monk will come. And he's pretty cool. He's a chill guy. He's the first one that usually shows up, and then some other guys that come in here and work on markets. Where am I at? I'm over here still chopping down wood. How much wood do I got in my backpack? Oh, I got too much wood, I think. Is it overflowing? Oh no, that's from last time. Okay, I'll pick that up. Whoops. Pick that up, put it in my backpack, and chop down trees. And yeah, I guess I should kind of be worried about doing it quicker. What if like I get raided by myself? Like it's just me and the monk, and there's like 10 raiders come in and they just murder us, burn everything down. That would suck. But well, that's just how life is. And it's the first time back around in a while, so it's going to take me a minute to get used to it. I'll just learn my lesson for next time. Fuck around and find out, I guess. If I fuck around, I'll find out, and I'll get murdered by these Vikings. So I can't fuck around for too long. Chop, chop, chop. The quicker his level grows, obviously, the more wood he's going to chop faster. Yeah, I'll keep going through these buildings that we can get. There's a flour mill. You know, you grow wheat and you grind it up in flour. There's a herbalist hut that makes medicines and shit for your people when they get sick. There's a house in the hut that you could live in. They're worth more money. The house is worth more. It's more comfortable. It has different upgrades that are better. The hut's just cheap. And I think my goal is to, like, once I get my house and I start to produce pegs, I can put up huts and sell them. Chop down wood, put up a hut, sell it to somebody. That'll get the population growing. And then once enough people move in, this town is going to start to develop on its own. And then, just like the game Victoria 3, you know, you look at the economy, you see what you need, you put down the building. Like if we're getting raided all the time, but we're pushing them back, but not really, and every once in a while a quarter of the population dies, and there's a high demand for swords, you know, you put down a blacksmith and build swords. If you notice that a lot of people are starving and that food's expensive, you build a corn farm or a field or something. You know, You just got to keep track of the economy and build the right buildings. And then you can own it yourself, and you could run it, or you could sell it to the public and let them build it, and then they'll get rich and they'll build a new business, and then they might sell it. They might tear it down and build something new. It's pretty cool. This whole thing, this whole map kind of evolves on it over time, and every time you play, it's different. You can load your save game 5 times, and each time it ends up different. It's one of those kind of cool games like that. So there's leather worker for clothes and armor. Here's the workshop. That's where like swords and axes, bow and arrows are made. There's the mine, and you can mine for resources like iron and gold. And these things you can put anywhere. Like I could just put a mine right here. Let's see, I got 10 wood. I think that's enough for the house. 9 wood. Yeah, so I got enough for the house. There's a trading post. That's my favorite building. That's one of the main buildings I'm going to build, because you see in the beginning I turned off the merchant caravan, so I can build a trading post, and I am the merchant caravan. Whatever gets shoved into this market, if there's too much, the price drops. So I'll buy it all, load it into my caravan, and then I'll go and I'll ship it over to another town and sell it. And that'll get me a profit. It'll increase the price back in the market so that the people who make that shit around town, it's more profitable. So they'll make it, they'll sell it, it'll fill the market, get more expensive, and I'll do the same thing. I'll buy it all up and put it in my cart, and I'll send it away. A woodcutter's hut for wood, the corral for meat. You got the shed you can store stuff in. You can build a homestead. It's just a better house. Now the den goes out here, and I think the den is what I'm thinking about. You can hire people to be like thugs, and you can like have them do things around town like crimes. I think it's like a gang. Like the den is like the gang. You come out here as like a evil criminal guy. There's the learning hall. You build that so that when your population has kids, they come here to learn. You have a graveyard, so when people die, you can have somewhere to bury them. The hunting shack provides food. The worker lodgings is like another building, like the bunkhouse, but for workers, for only your businesses. So if one of these NPCs owns a bunch of businesses and they build a worker's lodging, his workers live in his workers' lodgings, or hers. And then the warden's yard, which I have no clue what this is. I've never seen it. It's a civics building dedicated to fighting fires. Okay, so usually you come to the well and you fight the fire, but anyway, so instead of having the well, which I have 3, holy shit, that's a lot. Looks like I got sheep on this hill. Yeah, it wants to, when it gets real close, it wants to like go slow. That's a new one. But yeah, we got a fire station now that we can build later. So I'll click this large plot. I'm going to put my wood into storage. I'm going to click the nails. I'll put some nails in there too. Building developments. Oh, I need 9. I need 18 nails. Right, so here's 15, 16, 17, 18. House. So here we go. Build my house. A new family home. So here's my homestead. This is my property. That's my backyard. That's my front yard. This is going to be my house. And I'm the mayor here. The name of the town. What's the name of this town? It's Scrobus Byrig. Scrobus Byrig. Population 1. Yeah, the monk doesn't count for population. He just hangs out because he doesn't live here. So here's my house, and if you come here to upgrades, I can come and I can look. I can build a workbench for 5 wood. So I'm going to go and get some more wood, chop some trees. Oh, you know what I should do? I'm going to put all my nails inside of the house. And I only need 3 more wood. So I'll chop some trees, I get the 3 extra wood, and then I'm going to build the workbench. Now, with the workbench, I'm going to be able to produce my own nails that are called pegs. And then I can start to build houses and sell them to people as they move in. Usually people won't move in either unless there's a job or a house for sale. But if I build a house and entice someone to come in, if they bring money with them or if they chop some resources, they can start to build their own businesses and their own houses. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have my character kind of be like some weird immortal deity thing, and we're going to help this settlement kind of grow on its own. And I'm starting a new one because my old save game, I went back in there this morning, and it was like, I didn't know what was going on, even. I think some things were broken, but I couldn't tell. So I figured I was going to start a new game, and now since I make YouTube videos, I'm just going to start a new game on YouTube. And the first games I played, you know, I know what's going on. But this game here, I don't know what's going on. I don't have a clue. Well, to be fair, I really don't have a clue in the other games either. I just know a little tiny bit more than this one. And let's see, do I have any wood yet? Yeah, so I have 2 wood, and in my house I have 2, so I just need one more. One more. It's 10 o'clock at night. I've been awake for what, 5 days? 4 days probably, in the game, chopping wood for 4 days straight nonstop. Just like they used to do back in the past, right? It's no big deal for him. Dancing. He's dancing. Alright, so I think I have enough wood now. Yeah, I got enough. So I'll run back to my house. Run, boy, run. Open this up and drop the wood in there. Oh, wait, no. The other way around, like this. Building developments. Nope, not building developments. It's in upgrades. Yeah, so upgrades, workbench. Always, hang on. Click no. So make sure I'm on workbench. Click it. Click yes. Okay, so now I have a workbench. And here it says 5 wooden pegs from 1 wood. So I'm going to click on that one to start making pegs. Alright, so there's my settlement. This is my first settlement in this game. I would say in like a year. It's been since I played. And it's pretty successful. You know, I chopped down some trees. I put up a market. I put up a bunkhouse for people to come here and settle. I built my house. So now the next step to do is like for example, I'll take, where's some small ones? Yeah, this small plot out here says I can build a hut for 5 wood and 20 pegs. Oh, I can only own 1 building because I'm a broke guy. I'm a broke joke. All right, so I only own a house, but I have my setting. People will move in. They'll come in here. It won't be a big deal. That's it. That's this is episode 1, and I'm sure there'll be an episode 2. You know, I know I'll feel like playing this game now that I've seen what some of these new upgrades are. I don't really remember what it was like. And I know the market has a storage now, but I can't see it. My character's not good enough to see it, so I'm not gonna care about it yet. I don't, oh, whatever. I'll worry about it when my character worries about it. And I can only own one thing, so yeah, I'll have to figure out how to entice somebody to move in here. Alright, well, thanks for coming along for the ride, and I hope that you have a good day. I hope you stay hydrated. Alright, I'll see you next time.